Hey y'all, welcome to Munting Kawayan. My name is Vince. I'm one of the board members for KULARTS Inc. And I'm here today to share a little something with you all. Something that reminds me of my Lola. Something that she used to make for us as a side dish. Something that would like cut the fat. Something that is sweet and tangy and it's just so delicious and it reminds me of her all the time. So what I'm gonna make for you today is achara. It's perfect for, if you're eating ribs. It's perfect for if you're eating fried chicken. It's just good stuff. So what you're gonna need today is a red pepper, some ginger, a carrot, some onion, some cabbage. You're also gonna need about 1.5 cups of white vinegar, about 1/4 cup of sugar, and maybe a little bit of water because you're just gonna end up boiling all of that together. This dish is classically made with green papaya, but that's kind of hard to find here. So today I'm gonna use cabbage. So over here in this pot, I've got that water, vinegar, sugar action going, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of that ginger in as soon as I'm done preparing it. So also into that vinegar water mixture went some garlic powder, some red pepper flakes because I like things a little bit spicy, and some regular black pepper and some salt just to go ahead and add like different levels of spice. Watching a lot of Food Network shows, one of my favorite ways to peel ginger is to use a spoon. I didn't know this. I'm not sure if my Lola did this, but this is what we're gonna do today because it works really well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and julienne up just a little bit of ginger. And then that ginger is gonna go right into this vinegar water mixture. For that pickling liquid, the sugar, the water, the vinegar, the ginger, and the salt, you're gonna go ahead and bring that to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer. Keeping in mind and simmering it for about 10 minutes. You should barely see any bubbles if you have a proper simmer going. Really, you just want all of those flavors to go ahead and mix and mingle. Once you've done that for 10 minutes, you want to turn off the heat and, cool that down for maybe about 20 to 25. Here's where your knife skills come into play. You want to make sure that you are slicing your vegetables as thinly as you possibly can, because the goal is that you want your pickling liquid to penetrate all these vegetables and make it through and flavor up everything. And so like all your flavors can mix and mingle and be delicious. How many of you all have ever julienned a carrot? I'll be completely honest with you. I actually just learned how to do it. And so, I'm gonna share what I can with you. What you wanna do is that you wanna cut this carrot into slices on a diagonal so that they come out like this. And again, keeping in mind, watch your fingers, and also keeping in mind that you want these carrots to be as thin as you can possibly get them. Once you've got them down to these slices, you want to turn these slices in one general direction, and pretty much like that. And then you want to slice through again, making little matchsticks. Again, watch your fingers. You don't want finger juice in or fingernails or what have you in your achara. Just make sure that you get through all of it. And look at that. See? Same here with the red pepper. You want that to go into little strips as thinly as you can get it. Watching your fingers along the way. And what I like to do here is I want to cut these into a little bit smaller julienne, so I'll cut this into maybe 4s. And so that way they'll fit better in the bottle that I'm using. So last but not least, what's gonna happen here is that we're gonna go ahead and take this beautiful cabbage, cut it in half, okay? And you're going to remove that core because we don't really want that. So that comes out. And then, again, you want to cut this up as thinly as possible. Imagine you are making something like coleslaw, you know, by hand, and adding in all this extra love because, you know, who doesn't like handmade stuff? All right, so here's the easy part. What you want to do is you just want to start taking some of your vegetables. There's already some minced garlic down at the bottom of this jar. Take some of these vegetables, nice and easy. And you just shove them into the jar. Now that this has gotten a chance to cool down some, I'm gonna go ahead and take that pickling liquid and slowly pour it over the top of the vegetables. Also, you want to go ahead and try to pick out some of that ginger and shove it in there too. I'm going to do that by using some chopsticks. I'm trying to get everything in there real nice, real cute. Because it'll be delicious either way, right? Now that you've got everything in that bottle, I'm gonna go ahead and close that bad boy up, okay? Shake it up, make sure everything gets nice and like all the flavors get to know each other really well, okay? And then you let that sit for like an hour and like the flavors will only get better as they sit together. It should be a good time. And you know, my favorite way to eat this is actually for breakfast. With some spam and eggs and some rice, or some bacon and eggs and rice, like because it adds that tangy component that you may not classically think of for breakfast. And now the achara has had a moment to go ahead and sit, and see how it's broken down a little bit. Like the jar isn't as full, but everything has started to wilt down a bit. And this is probably gonna be a really good bite of food. So let's go ahead and give this a try. That's delicious. So, thanks for checking out Munting Kawayan. Much appreciated.